This audiovisual production is authorized for broadcast on the Ethernet, for digital reproduction, and for adaptation into holographic presentations by the Arma Palatina and the Descentia Palatina, in the name of Her Imperial Majesty, Meronelle II.
The intercontinental bomber SRK-H-10I Sishi is the newest and smallest atmosphere-bound bomber of the Imperial Armed Forces. It has an effective payload of 21 metric tons and a range of 82,000 kilometers. Designed and developed by the Aquilas House enterprise of the High House of Sarek, the bomber has been in service for nearly 10 years. We accompany the two pilots of an SRK-H-10I during an exercise. PBB-3 A1110214 is the official identification number of the bomber, which has been in service for 6 years. This designates it as belonging to Ala 1, Corvus 1, Grex 10, Ungula 21, Sororius 4. In the Air Forces, the Sororius is the smallest unit in which two aircraft and their maintenance crews always operate together. Its crew has given the bomber the name Meronelle. The commander of the Meronelle is Levis Selmira Iaus, who has served in the armed forces for 12 years. The Iaus comes from the province of Ujila and re-enlisted after completing her mandatory service.
Oh, yes, nothing completely new. The Mark 9 Incus, an intelligent bomb with a limited destructive power, designed for precision strikes, hard to intercept, can't break its course. The sensor package is what makes the Incus special. It can overcome virtually any electronic countermeasure we know. We're testing the bomber and the Incus against a range of human sensor systems that we were able to confiscate.
Crew member Signifer Galamir Ventris from the province of Ithreb completes the bomber's crew. For him, this is his 3rd year of service after mandatory duty.
U7, the hope that young never have to use these weapons. The fleet, the air forces, really all armed forces of the Empire are there for protection, for support. Our bomber can also deploy locator buoys for sea rescue, carry out surveys. We even record weather data during training flights and improve forecasting with it. But today we're testing bombs.
The training flight begins in the province of Carliem at Elionte Air Force Base. Only 50 aircraft are stationed here. 1 Corvus. Elionte's task, together with 4 other bases in the region, is to provide air defense against potential attacks on the northwest. Carliem, Rerat, and Kora. Each aircraft is assigned 8 technicians as a permanent maintenance unit. They check the systems, the hull, and the onboard electronics before takeoff. The aircraft is fueled and finally loaded with its payload. This process takes about 30 minutes. In alert scramble readiness mode, it would be reduced to 6 minutes. Meanwhile, the 2 crew members also prepare for deployment. When operating as a Sororius, aircraft pilots are always equipped with a full set of gear for parachute survival. If the aircraft crashes or is shot down, the crew must be able to survive behind enemy lines or in the wilderness long enough to be found by SAR teams. A pilot's equipment includes a BKH-2 with ammunition, a flare gun, a first aid kit, a heat source, water and food, and a multi-function tool. Under ideal conditions, soldiers can survive up to 2 cycles with this equipment before being rescued.
Now that's a scenario we train for regularly. In all regions too. It's different whether you go down in the tundra in winter or in a swamp in summer.
The 2 pilots enter the bomber and activate the cockpit, whose configuration automatically adapts to the active pilot as their HUD settings are uploaded into the system. Even the seat cushioning adjusts automatically. The Meronelle's onboard AI has already accumulated over 2,200 hours of flight experience, including more than 1,300 hours with the current commander. Crew and AI know each other and function well together. Studies commissioned by the Imperial Armed Forces have shown that units with a strong relationship to their onboard AI react up to 15% faster and complete mission objectives up to 10% more often.
Energy systems white. Fuel status white. Sensor systems white. Hydraulics white. NVC white. DCS white. FCS white. MCS white. Board is white. Setting to mission state green. Board set to green verified. We are mission ready. Flight Control, this is Alpha 1, 110-214. Requesting takeoff clearance, mission profile locked and approved for mission control. Please confirm. Alpha 1, 110-214. This is Flight Control. Confirm. You are cleared for takeoff. Priority given for runway A. Winds are 031 SEE. Ascend to 13,000 meters. Proceed.
Meanwhile, in the adjacent hangar, the other bomber of the Sororius is being prepared. The Ardigo is an identical aircraft that has been deployed together with the Meronelle for 4 years.
Attention, all hangars. Takeoff on runways A and B. Stay clear, stay clear.
Final takeoff clearance has been granted, and the bombers are moved to the runways.
Attention, safety teams, stand by. Life ordnance takeoff commencing.
To reduce sensor profile and takeoff weight, Sishi-class bombers have no landing gear of their own. They rest on specially adapted hover platforms, which they detach from after takeoff and land on again during landing. In emergencies, however, the Sishi-class can also take off and land in VTOL mode. The commander handles the takeoff. The hover platform disengages and settles safely on its hover cushion before autonomously leaving the runway and heading for its systems check to prepare for future landings.
Alpha 1, 10-214 is lifting off at 362 kmh.
The Meronelle now climbs together with the Ardigo to its cruising altitude of 13,000 meters.
Alpha 1, 10-24 is passing 2,000 meters. All systems nominal.
The two bombers maintain a distance of at least 2 kilometers to avoid being targeted by the same close-range weapon systems in a conflict. During this time, the crews receive final mission briefings via radio. Target data, reconnaissance reports, weather data, and reports on other missions between their current position and the target area. After that, both aircraft enter stealth mode. Communication between them is possible via untraceable Li-Fi connection. Otherwise, the bombers cannot be contacted. At 3 randomly selected times, they will briefly exit stealth mode to receive mission updates. At 13,000 meters altitude, Signifer Ventris retreats to the small bunk behind the cockpit to try to sleep while the bomber flies over the Mercenarium at over 1,000 kilometers per hour.
This is just an exercise, of course, but the tension is always there with every takeoff, every mission, and it should be. If I ever stop taking this seriously, if I stop taking seriously that I'm flying thousands of kilograms of weapons, that I carry responsibility for myself, for my comrades out there, then I need to leave the cockpit. Then I don't belong there anymore.
The target is located on the east coast of the central continent, in the province of Ieram. There, units of the Armamentari and the Machinatories have recreated an enemy base, equipping simulated air defense units, sensor platforms, and computer systems with captured enemy components. The target buildings and units are fitted with sensors and uplinks to precisely observe and later evaluate the bomber's performance during the attack. The flight over the sea proceeds largely without incident. To reach the mission area, roughly 16,000 kilometers away, the bombers need about 19 hours, as they receive a course correction during one of the communication windows to avoid a simulated enemy fleet. During these 19 hours, the 2 crew members alternate in 4-hour shifts. Around midnight, the bombers reach the operational target. The combat phase begins, with the two bombers executing different attack profiles. The Ardigo descends to 8,000 meters and acquires the target using AI-assisted optical sensors. Target packages are loaded into the Inca's computers, and the bombs are released before the Ardigo climbs again and turns away. The Meronelle descends much lower, to 3,000 meters, and releases its bombs from there. The different bomb trajectories are intended to confuse enemy reconnaissance systems and increase the success rate of the strike.
Optical target acquisition confirmed. Distance 5804 at height 3112. Target packages on Inc is updated. Bombs are hot. Status gold. Take control. Please confirm.
Status gold. I have control. Confirm, confirm. Bombing sequence is go. Delivering. Delivery away. Please confirm.
Deliveries away, all clamps empty. Confirm, confirm. Connection is good. Trajectory is good. Bomb systems report green.
Veering from attack vector, new course 053 degrees 35, heading 052 degrees, climbing to 1300.
Optical targeting system reports hits. 10 out of 12. Impact verifies the analysis. No active CMR detected.
After its attack, the Meronelle turns in the opposite direction. Both bombers then climb back to the same altitude several kilometers away. They assess the success of the strike only using optical sensors to avoid revealing their position through active scanning. The return flight proceeds without incident. In the afternoon of the following day, both bombers reach their home base and land. An intensive inspection of the Meronelle's electronics and mechanics begins on the ground. For the two crews, this is followed by debriefing and mission evaluation. The time Iaus and Ventris spend with the Meronelle here at Eleonte is coming to an end. This exercise was part of preparations for a deployment outside the Empire, as the Meronelle, like the rest of its corvus, will be redeployed at the end of the tertiary. The deployment location and objective are still classified. But the 500 soldiers and 50 aircraft will not see their home planet again for nearly a year.